Welcome to the Building Blocks of Financial Freedom. My name is Kyler Nathaniel. So, we all know that humans make mistakes, right? Well, sometimes those mistakes can manifest in the form of an error on your credit report. So, what this can look like is having an account that you paid off and it's still showing as an active account, or it could show that you're carrying a balance that went to collections and in fact you paid this account and it never went to collections. And there are various other ways that these credit report errors can manifest themselves, such as name errors, address errors, and so on and so forth. So in this video, what we're going to do is we're going to take a look on how we can dispute those credit report errors with the Experian Credit Bureau. So come on, let's dive in. So in order to dispute these errors with Experian, it's very, very simple to do. So all we're going to need to do is we'll just need to pull up Google or whatever search engine you choose to use, and you'll just type in the Experian Dispute Center in there. And from there, the first option that should appear should be from Experian's website, and it should be the Dispute Credit Report Information link. So we're going to go ahead and select that. Now, from there, it's going to give you 4 different options. It's going to ask you how you would like to begin. So you either have the option to choose a new dispute online, to sign in to check an existing dispute, to get instructions for disputing by mail, or to view results of a phone or a mail dispute. So for the sake of this learning here, what we're going to do is we're going to start a new dispute online. And then from there, what it's going to ask you is some key pieces of your information: your name, your address, your social security number, your birthday, your email address, phone number, all of those things to locate your credit report. And once you've done all that, it's going to take you to a dashboard. And I'm going to go ahead and show you my already logged in account since I'm not creating a new account, so that we can take a look at the page that it takes us to. So from there, it takes us to the Experian Dispute Center dashboard. And it's very simple, very laid out. It's very user-friendly and very easy to pick up on how to do this. So what we're going to want to do is we're going to want to scroll down just a bit on the page. And from there, we're going to see a Get Started section. And then it's going to say, let's get started by taking a look at your report. And then it's going to give us a purple hyperlink to start a new dispute. That's what we're going to want to click. And then we're going to give the page a second to load. And from there, it's going to ask us what we would like to dispute today. And like I said, you could be disputing personal information such as a name error or an address error. You could be disputing a balance on an account that's not yours. And the list goes on. So let's scroll down and let's look at the different options. So if we see here, what we have is we have an account section. We have a public record section. This could be if you had a bankruptcy or anything like that. We have a personal information section, and then we have an inquiry section. So that's being like if you applied for credit and you got a hard inquiry on your report, that would be where you would go to dispute that. If, let's say, you never applied for this American Express card, but for some reason you've got a hard inquiry for it, you might want to dispute that then. So there's also another tab that you might see under this page that I don't currently have, but what it is it's going to be potentially impactful things. And it's going to be a 5th tab that's going to appear there right up front. And it's going to be those things on there such as the derogatory marks, the defaults, the late payments, the accounts that go to collections. Those are all going to be located and housed right there in a one-stop shop for you to go and dispute right as soon as you get in there. So just for learning purposes, let's say that I'm going to dispute this American Express card. Just saying, for instance, it's on my credit report. I have no knowledge of it. I never set this up. I don't know what's going on. So what we're going to do is we're going to select that. And then from there, it's going to outline all of the bases of this account. It's going to outline when it was opened, the balance on it, the payments that were made, the credit limits, the highest balance, the payment history on these accounts. All of these things are going to be outlined right here. So we're looking at, I'm like, I have no knowledge of this account. I don't have an American Express card whatsoever. So what we would want to do is we would want to scroll up and click Start a Dispute. And then we're going to select the reason of what we're wanting to dispute. So for this one, for this scenario, I'm saying I have no knowledge of this account. So we're clicking not mine or no knowledge of the account. And then it's going to give you a little disclaimer about why you would want to use this reason. And then also, if it's going to give you a number to call if you think that you might have been a victim of identity fraud or anything like that. And then after you do that, you would want to drop in a comment. Now, you don't have to do this, it's completely optional, but the more information, the better at getting the dispute resolved and off of your credit report. So if you can provide them information, by all means do so. Just make sure it's not personal information. So then you're going to hit next. And then it will allow you to add other items to this credit report dispute. Maybe you've got 2 or 3 other things that you want to add and dispute on here. You can do it all in one bundle thing for them to all investigate at once and knock it all off if we can. And then it's very simple. After you do that, you can go ahead and just click submit the dispute. And from there, what happens is they're going to give you a dispute resolution number, an estimated date of completion. And with that dispute resolution number, you can follow up on this. If you remember, there was a section that says sign in to check existing disputes. You can do that underneath that link right there. Or what's going to also happen is Experian will email you when these disputes are completed. They'll let you know the statuses. They'll let you know if they're completed and that you can follow this link to view the results. So it's very user-friendly. It's very easy to do, and it keeps you in the know-how about what's going on with your credit and how to get these troublesome things off of your credit report. Now, a little disclaimer about all this. If you have accurate things on your credit report, but you just want to get them off because they're making your credit not look so great, well, the bad news is that I am not advising you to do that. What I'm advising you to dispute are the errors, the things that you have no knowledge of that are not correct. Dispute those things. Do not dispute the things that are accurate. Settle those the proper way. If you owe money, pay it off. That's what I always recommend. So again, my name is Kyler Nathaniel. This is the Building Blocks to Financial Freedom. Please stay tuned because I've got another video on the way about how we're going to dispute those Equifax credit reports. Stay tuned.